Wait 1 second, making sure I'm recording. I should be recording now. Okay, hello and welcome back to Minecraft Jungle Paradise Golden Age, episode 539, or is it 40? I'm pretty sure it might be 540, but hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe. Last episode, we spent a while constructing a tunnel in 2 parts. Let's see. So we started over here, we got like halfway done, and then the next episode we finished all of this off. That was a lot of work, and that was 2 days ago, or yesterday night. Yeah, yesterday's night. Well, no, that doesn't make really much sense, as it's currently like 4 AM for me right now. Yeah, yesterday's night. So it's been a little while since I recorded the last episode. I was very tired from a road trip, but I woke up and I just can't sleep, so I am going to record an episode of Jungle Paradise. Oh. Okay, but hopefully you are all doing okay today and staying safe. I thought we might clean up the roof and all that now, but I really need to empty my inventory, and that's what I was originally going to do. I actually really like what we have created over here. It's not too bad, actually. I feel like it blends in a lot better. Should really get rid of that. Yeah, I like all of these weird let me remove my minimap. I normally remove my minimap, but then sometimes I just don't do it. I do really like the areas that we've created over here, I was thinking, you know, for a second there, I thought, you know, imagine if we tore down a little bit of these walls so it's more visible when you're walking by, but then you kind of lose the tunnel feel to this area. Okay. How you doing, Daryl? How you doing? You want a joke? Would you like a handshake? Wow, this is really like you. I've gave you like uninterested mood. They're not interested in talking to me. How could they? Okay. Well, let's go grab some stone out here because I want to clean up the roof a bit. Yeah, we have a lot of cleaning up to do. Okay, so we'll just clean up what needs to be cleaned up now, and then we'll deal with any issues afterwards. Let's see. I still need to install the water and the dirt slowing, so I will be doing that in a second. Let's see. But hopefully you have been doing okay today and staying safe. That's a lot of andesite. I could actually keep the andesite there, because the andesite kind of blends in with the tunnely feel, so I might actually just keep the andesite there as it kind of fits. Yeah, not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Is that a bit better? I think that's a bit better. Okay, shove that granite in there. What else? I need to. I might actually keep that in the wall right there, but this must go because this is too big. There we go. Must remove the big parts that are not nice looking. There we go. Not too bad at all. Okay. Well, let's make this area look a little bit nicer now. Let's see. I do want to talk about some other stuff. So, this build project, we will be working on it for a while more. And I've been working on the idea of how certain things will go for it. Like, how we're going to be making a little bit on the left here. And then another bit right there. As, you know, it's the same distance between each other. And then I need to make one of these over there, yeah. So the tunnel will be a bit longer. It needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that'll be where the second entrance is. And then 12 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that will be the final, and I mean the final part, right here. There we go. That's not too bad actually. It's not too bad at all. Okay, well we'll quickly go mine out all of this and then install the beams, and then that should be, you know, simple enough. Let's see. Like, I could still make the entrance area over there, well not entrance, but the entrance on the right there, you know, kinda connect up with this one over here. I want to do what I did with the one back there, but this area over here is going to have a few little rooms on the right and at the end of this, because at the end of this, it's not in the right direction that I thought I was going. Let's see. I thought I was going in the sheep farm direction. That is a very colourful roof build over here. I thought I was going in that direction. It is not the direction that I thought I was going in. So, hopefully, if I do decide... Okay, so I might as well explain what I wanted to do. So at the end of this build, I want to build a sheep farm for some extra wool, but it will be primarily lots of certain kinds of wool. So like white wool or pink wool or brown wool. Wools that are harder to get, and that I will probably use lots more of in the future. Let's see. Okay, so we might as well talk about some random stuff while we're here. Okay, so I want to talk about some random stuff. So here's one of them. Do you remember Lotso from Toy Story? I remember that bear. I remember Rose got me one from Paris. It was the best thing ever because it smelled like it had a smell effect to it. Oh, it was the best thing ever. Sadly, it had to be washed, so you know, it doesn't really have the smell no more. So I'm sad about that. But then, you know, okay, that's the thing that I want to say. So, did you know how they put scents on stuff? It's by just dripping it on it, or you know, spraying it with a spray bottle is how they get the scent to stay in it. Let's see. It's quite strange how that works. Let's see the scenting of items and all that. There we go. And that's us done with this tunnel. You can actually see the massive size of this area, as it is like 2 times bigger than... I'm pretty sure it might be 2 times bigger than our previous one. It's weird to see like a build project that you've been working on for ages, you know, progress to be, you know, something, you know, very long. Because I've been working on the Lush Caves for a long time. Lush Caves is what we're currently standing in. If you go to certain parts in the Lush Cave, you won't be in the Lush Cave no more, because there's a certain area called the Artificial Cave that actually started off our Lush Cave. Let's see, if you don't know what I mean by starting off the Lush Cave. So this area eventually got its name as the Lush Cave. Not after, you know, the lush cave, but you know, after caves that are lush in real life. And the area that I'm speaking of is called the Artificial Cave, and it was a cave dug with TNT downwards because I wanted a cave. And I could actually show you because it's not actually far away. Let's see. So I'll show you the now. Let's see. It take a little bit of walking though. The Artificial Cave is an area split into 3 tunnels. Yeah, 3 tunnels. The Blueberry Tunnel, the Proto Tunnel, that's named after Proto Honey, a commenter. And this is us currently standing in the what do you call it? Well, I guess this would actually be the start of the Lush Caves. This area over here I built very long ago. It was made to feel like you know, like the pathway bridges that you would get like over swampy areas, like parks or something. Stuff like that. I think it was, yeah, that's the idea that I went with this. But then I accidentally mined into a cave and that's where this all popped out. This is a lush cave, and this is also the lush cave. But the area that I'm about to enter up ahead is not actually the lush cave or the artificial cave, it's its own build project. I think I called it like the egg or something. The egg window that I could see out into the water. It was pretty cool back in the day. I really like this window. Still cool. We'll see. Do want to do more with the entrance, but I just can't figure out what I would do with the entrance. And over here is the artificial cave. It has seen the test of time. This area over here was destroyed by an ogre a while ago. That's why there's a memorial here, Memorial Lake, memorial for the ogre attack on Blueberry Tunnel. This tunnel was named after Blueberrywolfcub, or Blueberry_WC, my sister, and also a Minecraft YouTuber and role player. Let's see. This tunnel was named after Proto Honey, a commenter. And it used to just be this one furnace room. It wasn't decorated, it had dirt just to there, and that was pretty much it. But then I came down here one day and decided to add a little bit of decoration and make this farm over here. That is a melon and pumpkin farm. That's, you know, it's okay, it's efficient, it's not very useful to me because I don't really come down here too often to harvest it. My voice just broke there for some reason. And actually, while I'm here, I might as well just fix up the wall while I'm here, right? It's not every time that I don't, well, it's not every time that I get to come down here and, you know, fix up certain build projects. You can just use the pumpkin there to step on. Let's see. Yeah, I quite enjoy pumpkins in real life. Oh! Have you heard of a certain creature? I heard of this creature recently. It was very recent for me. But there's this creature and it's called the pumpkin toad. Toad something. Pumpkin toad or something. Toadstill. Toadstill? I don't know. Something like that. That actually drains a lot of the light around here. Probably delete that, yeah. There we go. That should work. Okay. What was I doing? Ah, yes, the ceiling. That's what I was doing. Okay. So there's this thing, and it's called a pumpkin toad. And it's like, you know, like a poison dart frog. Yeah, it's about the size of that. And it's very small, but it's bad at everything. When it jumps, normally toads are, you know, and frogs are pretty good at jumping. This thing just, you know, somersaults through the air by accident and just slams into everything. And it's very bad at jumping. That's what I got to say. It's very bad at jumping. Let's see. I remember this area. Quite enjoyed building this area back in the day. I don't know what I would do to make this area look a little bit nicer. Maybe I would bring back this wall over here and make it more open, like a park kind of look. I think that could work. Problem is, just see the sandstone area over here is basically right on the shoreline of my base, so it does not really help. And also, if you go high enough, you might puncture a hole into my potato farm. Hello there, Natulius. It's always there. Let's see. What's the Natulius named after? Probably someone named Natulius, huh? Let's see. It sounds Roman, doesn't it? Natulius. There we go. 51 iron already. Okay. Well, we'll head back and work on our build project. Let's see. I also do want to look at something a second. This area over here, right? I am still wondering on what I'm going to use this area for. I'm actually working on an idea on should I just turn it back into a cave wall? Or, you know, slight cave wall. Kind of just from that area around. Let's see. So I'm working on that idea of how that works. Let's see. Might, you know, go with the idea or not. It's just, you know, a work in progress idea. And also, I do have a question. So, in the future, I will be extending out this way for the extension build project of the egg room. I called it the egg room. Let's see. As this is a big egg, you can't really tell because I had to rebuild this place after my world got corrupted after I put it into 1.18 by accident, and then lost 60 episodes worth of progress. So, but the egg doesn't really look too much like an egg now, but it used to look very like an egg. But it has a sunflower on the front of it. You can't really tell it's a sunflower, but you know, it's a sunflower. Let's see. It's one of the builds that I drew back in the early days of the Lush Cave, and then finally got around to doing so. I've also been working on the idea of Turtle's Rock. If you don't know what Turtle's Rock is, it is also a build project, the same as the egg room, but it was another area that I was going to use as a area that you can walk through, and I was thinking about building that here, but then I thought, you know, I might as well do what I'm doing here. I'm going to bring a big branch of this area outwards, about 3 blocks there. You can already see the starting of it. 3 blocks out, and then along this way. And then it'd be like, you know, off in the distance a little bit, a little circle area with... I think I might put a pillar there. Pillar quartz. That's what I think would go down there. Let's see. Hello there, Daryl. How you doing? You doing good? I've also realised this area is not properly lit. Why is this area not properly lit? I thought there was a werewolf there. No, it's just Daryl. It's just Daryl looking like a werewolf. Wait, what? Oh, was I supposed to bring that 1 block? I think I was supposed to bring this 1 block along. I think that was a mistake on my part there. Let's see. Line it up with this entrance over here. And go like that. I'm getting very efficient at doing these little bits here. What the build project was supposed to originally look like, with all of these weird little pillar bits. Okay, let me fix up this wall because it's annoying me now. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then I thought, you know, as I'm going to be extending that, I might as well put a few torches in the middle. Yes, that works. Wait 1 second. Get my silk touch shovel out. I'll use 2 of the blocks that I just collected for this area, and then use this other 2 for another area. And then grab the stone. I could not see the stone there for a second. Let's see. Ah, that's what I forgot. Wait 1 second. I forgot to put my glasses on. I was wondering why, you know, my face felt a little bit lighter. It's because I forgot my glasses. You ever just forget something and it's like, you know, that very important thing, but you just forgot it. Okay. Is it supposed to be... Ah. Break that then, because that is wrong. That goes there. Place that there. And go like that. Yeah, there we go. Now it matches up properly. Not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Yeah, you can actually see the history of how much this build has progressed over the many, you know, years of it. Well, not years, but you know, years in Minecraft, because it's day 1308. Let's see. But you know, it will. I'll get. Oh, I cannot speak. So soon I will get to actually say years in the series. Let's see, because the series will someday be years old. When I mean someday, on the 13th of January. Let's see. So not long to that now. I still remember Redwood and all the previous Jungle Paradise series. Pretty sure Jungle Paradise Season 4 is 2 years old now. Let's see. Where to sing that, There we go. Grab that stone before it falls in the water. Yeah, I wonder how many fossil blocks I have just, you know, lying around now in the space. I need to light that spot up. There we go. Let's see. We might as well talk about some random stuff while I'm, you know, just mining out that bit there. Yeah, that looks a bit nicer. So, I have a question for yous. So, I want to do a build project in the future. And that build project is building a Enderman farm in the end. And I'm yet to actually figure out how that works. So I'll need help with, you know, that in the future. So if any of you want to help me how to build a, what do you call it? A Enderman farm, leave it down in the comment section down below. I'm not very good at doing redstone stuff or, you know, making farms in this game. I used to be a redstone master, but then I just was not a redstone master. I got rusty, that's what it was. Let's see. Okay. Well, I need to break all of this. That is the wrong bit there. Yeah, that's how that would go. Okay, throw that string in there. And let's see, grab that. 1, 2. Place. 1, 2. Place. There we go. That should work. And I'll just switch out my pickaxe. I do need to repair my pickaxe, but I am quite lazy and forget to actually repair my pickaxe. Hello there, Daryl. How you doing? More stuff to go in this never-ending build. Like, this is not even us halfway done now, huh? This is us, you know, still at the start of this build project. Because I still need to mine off in this direction. That's actually a very interesting thing. That there is a cave down here. Wait 1 second. That is very interesting. I will light up this cave. Check out its contents. That is a ruby. Do you remember that series, Ruby? That was a good show at the very beginning. Let's see. And then it became, you know, kind of singy after a while. Not very good. Let's see. If you don't know the show that I'm talking about, the one by Rooster Teeth. Good memories. It's weird to think they only do like podcasts, and then, you know, their animation videos, and what else do they do? The Minecraft, and, you know, just little bits of videos of what they used to do. Let's see, kind of sad to see them in that shape. There we go. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. Okay. I might actually use that area in the future. Nah, I won't. I just thought of something. Nah, I won't use that area in the future. Better to just light it up, and also, Is that another ravine, or is it, you know, an old ravine? I'm pretty sure that might actually be a new ravine. And if that's the case, that is going to be a big problem for us. Let's see. Because that means if that ravine goes any further, it might interfere with any builds in the future. Let's see. Go like that. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad at all. I should really start putting the water down here now. There we go. I have this water tank for a reason. This thing holds so many water buckets, not walk-it butts. Walk-it butters. Yes, it holds so many walk-it butters. Should have got 2 buckets. And then if I think about it, I can make an infinite water source. Yeah, that works. That works out. And then do the same thing again over here. There we go. That works out. Yeah, that works out. Pretty good. And then we need to do a bit at the bottom. Let's see. I feel like this area down here should have been a little bit longer. Yeah. Go like that. And go like that. Like that. And like that. And then a little bit of wood there. Yeah, that should work. Oh, and I already have 2 buckets of water on me. And then grab that, break that. And break that, place that, and break these 2 blocks right here. Grab some stone. The stone doesn't go there. What? There we go. And that spot there is to be filled with that. And break that, place that. There we go. Not looking too bad, actually. Not looking too bad at all. I think that works. Yeah, I was actually thinking of maybe bringing the water throughout the entire bit of this area. Like, just this one area would be filled with water. Could have been a cool idea, right? I might save that for the future, in case I want to do it in the future or not. Break all of that. And go like that. There we go. And go like that. And then do the same thing over here. And I'm out of blocks. Make some more. I did not click there. There we go, finally clicks. There we go. Not looking too bad actually. Taking all of this over here. And I need the dirt again. There we go. Not too much now. All I need to do is this one area right here. And go like that all the way to the bottom. There we go. One day there will be a sheep farm down here and some other rooms on the right over there. I just need to watch out for caves. I don't really want to build in any more caves. I think the last time we built in a cave was the dinosaur that we just got, the Spinosaurus. And that was a ravine that I had to slowly fill, and that was painful. But you know, caves, they're not too bad. I might actually still build in them, but you know, we just build in them so often. We build our own caves now. Okay. Well, let's go pick up all of this and then place all of that down. That area over there, it's a bit dark, isn't it? Mining all of that. And just place a light there. And not too bad. Not too bad at all. There's more in the middle. There we go. Not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Wait, what? Ah, miscalculation over here. I was wondering what went wrong over here. Break that, place that. Grab some stone. There we go. Not bad at all. And yes, it matches up with everything around here. Now it's time to actually do the slowing around here. We have this grass slowly spreading over here. And also, I need to refill it. Once you use the water tank, you must refill it. That is the one rule we have here. And that is it full. Put that water bucket back in my backpack. Iron goes there. And I'll go drop off all of our trash. We'll see. It's good to have some company, you know, with Daryl here. You good, Daryl? How you doing? You want a joke? That's funny. Did you hear the one about the cows? I could make the joke. You mean your mother? I'm just joking. I made that joke when we had the first Daryl, well, the second Daryl. That was Kelvin Daryl. You know, Daryl has reincarnated so many times throughout the series. You have Daryl, Kelvin Daryl, I cannot speak, Kelvin Daryl, and now you have Lionel Daryl. I think that's his name, Lionel. Is your name Lionel? Your name is Lionel, right? Yeah, Lionel. I'll see. You can already start to see how well this project's going to spread its grass everywhere. There we go. And start placing all of this here. Not too bad actually. Everything starts to go wrong when you get more focused. There we go. It was so satisfying for a second there, and then it became unsatisfying when, you know, we messed it up. There we go. And then place that torch back where it belongs. And then we'll continue on to the next area. Not too bad actually, not too bad at all. I'm looking forward to, you know, working on this a bit more in the future. But I feel like after we've done with the slower in here, we might take a break from this build project. I don't want to bore you, you know, with working on this so much. I normally do take a lot of time on a build project, so I do apologise for that. Let's see. But you know, you just get... Is the word engrossed in it the right word? I think that's the right word. Engrossed in it, like, you can't stop. Like, you have the idea in your head and you cannot let it go. Let's see. That is what happens sometimes when I'm building. Let's see. Well, this has turned out a lot better than I thought. It's like a copy of the other area. But, you know, a little bit better, and we'll have actually a lot more to it. What level are we on? Level 31, yeah. Yeah, we will have a lot more to this build project. There is still a lot to be built here. Like the area that will go off in this direction, there will be stairs on your left and right. So it will go out a little bit, like 3 blocks out. 3, you know, out blocks from the post. Staircase on the right, staircase on the left. And then it leads a long path out that way, right? And then it goes down some stairs. And then there's also a bit on the right over here that connect up with the other bit over there. But there'd be like a garden over here, I think. Yeah, a garden over here. Just, you know, to make it look a little bit nicer. So it will be, you know, more lush cave look to this area than the previous area. There we go. Not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Sorry. I got distracted there. Okay, well, let's go grab one more stack of dirt. And then continue the path. Let's see. Okay. Question of the day. Do you remember the movie Spy Kids? That was a good movie. I think the first movie was that you could not actually see the enemy. So the enemy was like invisible or something. And then the second movie is that they had like the life counters or something. It kind of reminds me of the first Jumanji movie well, the second Jumanji movie that they made. You know, the one that they get sucked into that world and they have like life counter, they die too many times. It kind of reminds me of that. Let's see, the Spy Kids movie. You die too many times in that world and then you're gone. Let's see. I remember that movie. I think they were looking for their family, their mother and father, that got somewhere lost by bad guys, and they have to go rescue them, and they're big, like, thumb enemies or something. They big thumb enemies really, you know, traumatize you back in the day. I have so much gold on me. Okay. That is that complete now. Satisfying. Satisfying to see a job well done. The start of something new, right, Daryl? Okay. Well, let's continue on. I'll head up and put Daryl back to their bed. Well, bed, but you know, their room. We'll see. I have to put Daryl in a room because there's this problem with more creatures in Minecraft Comes Alive. They target each other so badly. And I mean target each other so badly, like, you know, put a knife against their necks. That's, you know, how close they get. Let's see. But they just keep targeting each other. You know, if one spawn nearby, it instantly targets. It's very annoying. That's how this happened, and then the other one happened also in the train station. I actually need to work on the train station at some point because I've been meaning to do it, but then I keep forgetting to work on the train station at some point. Train station will go out this way, that way. Pretty sure you might be able to see it on the water. Is that it there? I think it goes like that way or something. Somewhere like that. But it goes up and connects with this island one day, and then, you know, goes and connects up with this village. That will eventually be transformed into a new village that will eventually connect up with our village over here called Voxtown that has some roads. I am supposed to build a bridge across here, but also I do need to build a path through the mountainous terrain up here and then connect up with that path as well. You know, so there's like a bunch of paths that lead to a certain direction. And then one day, once I have all my world, you know, connected up, I will, what do you call it? I will walk my entire world. You good, Daryl? You know what, I just gave you one light in here. Well, 2 lights. I'll give you an extra light. Come on. Stay. Don't want you getting stuck somewhere. This is your home. You may sleep here. And then I'll just take the sneaky way up. Oh, it's raining now. I'll light that up a little bit more. Ah. Just something satisfying about Minecraft rain, Not that there's a big box up in the sky, but you know. Just something satisfying about it. Okay. Also, if you're new, you can also be added to the Community Garden alongside all of these people. We have many different people here. And our latest people that we added was Official Entity, Lewis and Rebecca. I don't know, and Rebecca. I'm apologising for, you know, mispronouncing your name here. But Andre Beteta? Beteta? Andre Beteta? And Diego Bloxa was the latest people we have. We need 2 more people to finish off the first line, and then we can start on the second line. Then the 3rd line, and then 4th line, until we, you know, slowly get to all of this full, And then I'll have to build a second commenter garden. I'm thinking in the future it won't be called, well, it will still be called the commenter garden, but yeah, the rules about the commenter garden will change in the future, right? Like, there's certain stuff that I want to change about it in the future, like that it will not involve just use commenting down below to be added, but fan art and all that will be, you know, part of it. Let's see. Like, if you drew fan art, you could be added to it. I think that's, you know, worthy bit, and I should really make like a maximum people that I can add at once, and that's like 2 people probably. Okay. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Have a nice day, safe up to this apple, maybe even watch your sneaky vitamins, very, very important. And bye bye, see you next time, have a nice day, bye bye!